So, welcome to the Comfy Cozy Club. My name is Nathalie and I'm super happy that you're here. So, I have a yoga for self-care today. So, take a moment to look around. Do you need to dim the lights a little? Do you need to take a blanket or a pillow for the relaxation? So, we are the Comfy Cozy Club. Make sure that you're super comfy and cozy today. Maybe light a candle, have a spritz of something nice, and then come to sit onto your sitting bones. Okay, bring your hands onto your lap, palms of the hands facing down. And then reach the crown of the head all the way up. So just creating lots of length in the spine. And then once you feel ready, once you're settled in, take a moment to close your eyes. Welcoming yourself onto the mat. So maybe you've had a long day. Maybe you almost went to the couch. I'm so happy that you're here. Compliments on your decision to show up. Really feel your sitting bones rooting down. And then as you breathe in, feel the length through the front body, lifting the heart. And as you exhale, feel the grounding through the back body. So just stay with the breath. Slowing the breath down, feeling that gentle breath flow up as you breathe in, and feeling that steady breath flow down as you exhale. Just taking a moment to come into the flow of the breath. And then on your next exhale, bring your chin down to your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck. And then as you breathe in, bring the right ear in line with the right shoulder. How is your neck feeling? And as you exhale, slowly bring your chin back down to your chest. Feel the stretch translate into the neck. And breathe in, bring your left ear in line with your left shoulder. And just take a moment to roll the head side to side. Starting to unite the breath and the movement. But also taking a moment to check in. How is your neck feeling? If we're feeling tired or a little bit stressed out, or we've had an abundance of screen time, usually it shows up in the neck. So maybe you're even hearing some sound effects. Some snap, crackle and pop noises. I think those are also Rice Krispies. Okay, slowly bring your chin back down to your chest. And then stack your head onto your spine. And bring the hands into a prayer. So connect the palms of the hands and really lift your heart up to your thumbs. So feel the length in the front body. As you bow your head down to your fingertips, your nose down to your fingertips. And take a moment to set out an intention for the coming hour. So we're here to take really good care of ourselves. So maybe your intention is to take a break whenever you need to take a break. Or to take an extra vinyasa if you're craving a little bit more heat. Or maybe it's just not to set the bar too high. So I hope there's a little something for everyone in this practice. So there's a real invitation here to modify up or down as needed. Lift the corners of the mouth. Stack the head onto the spine and slowly open your eyes. Now interlace the hands as you send the palms of the hands all the way out and round through the spine. So let the heart melt down towards the spine. Pull the belly button inwards and upwards in a really rounded spine. And now pull your pinkies back, coming all the way up, lengthening up through the spine. So lengthening from the tailbone all the way up to the palms of the hands. And then as you exhale, take it over to the right as you press down into the left sitting bone. Breathe in, send it back to center, all the way up. And exhale, take it over to the left as you really press down into the right sitting bone. Breathe in, take it all the way back up, really lengthen through the front body, the back body, the waist. And then as you exhale, release and interlace your hands behind your lower back. Press your knuckles down, lift your heart all the way up. How is the chest feeling? Maybe you're still a bit in the golem pose. So really feel that opening around the chest, the heart, and release. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way up. Now spread your fingers super wide as we roll ourselves onto hands and knees. So take a moment to get settled in. Bring your knees in line with your hips. Bring your wrists in line with your shoulders. Spread your fingers so your pinkies are about as wide as the mat. So don't go too narrow in the hands. Really press down, taking yourself out of the shoulders. And now take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, rounding through the spine. So grip the mat with your fingertips as you press down. Feel the space in between the vertebrae. And breathe in, tilt the pelvis up, send your heart forwards, bring your gaze up, cow stretch. Exhale, rounding through the spine, so channeling your favorite cat as you round in here, if you have a favorite cat. And breathe in, arching through the spine, send the hip bones up, heart forwards. Visualizing your favorite cow? Okay, let's do one more. Exhale to round in through the spine, cat stretch. Inhale, arcing through the spine. Okay, slowly return into your straight back. Curl your toes under and take a moment to shift your weight all the way back. Maybe walk the hands forwards a little. Melt the heart down, melt the forehead down towards the floor. Roll the shoulders out, feeling the stretch in the feet, feeling the stretch in your lower back. And now take a deep breath in through your nose. And a long breath out through your mouth. Again, breathe in through your nose. Long breath out through your mouth. And once more, take a deep breath in. Feel the heart rise a little. And long, warm exhale out. Now keep that audible sound going, but breathe in and out through your nose. So coming into that audible ujjayi breathing. If you've never done it before, it sounds a bit like holding a seashell up to your ear or holding Darth Vader up to your ear. Okay, breathe in, send your heart forwards. Now as you exhale, we're going to lift the knees and come into downward facing dog. So shift your weight back, keep the fingertips firming into the floor to keep the pressure out of the wrists. And now bring your feet a little wider than you might normally do. So bring them about as wide as the mat. Noticing how this will give you a bit more space, which is, I would say, a good thing on a cold January eve. Let the heels grow really heavy. Keep rolling the shoulders out. And now take 2 really deep ujjayi breaths, feeling the heart rise a little as you breathe in. And feel the heart melt towards your upper legs as you breathe out. Now keep your ears in line with your upper arms so we aren't hanging out into the upper back. And then breathe in, lower your knees down, and let's take a big exhale out through the mouth. Say, okay, come onto the tops of your feet. Walk your hands up to your knees as we sit up tall here. Now breathe and circle the arms up. If you don't have enough space to do so, if you're sandwiched in between your furniture, maybe arms through center. And then exhale. Pull your elbows down and back and lower your hips down just a little, just as much as feels right on your knees. And then sweep the arms forwards. And exhale, pull the elbows back, lower the hips down. If this feels horrible on your knees, just stay lifted. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in, really lengthen. And exhale, circle the arms down. Breathe in, sit up really tall. Now, as you exhale, bring your arms in line with your shoulders, palms of the hands facing in, pinkies turned in, so the shoulders can really rotate out. And then let the lower ribs become really heavy as you pull the pubic bone and the tailbone in towards each other. So you should feel a pulled in sensation in your core. Now lean back. Again, if this doesn't feel right on your knees, just stay up. Exhale, pull yourself back up. So breathe in, lean back. Exhale, pull yourself back up. Now if your yoga space permits it, breathe in, open the arms. Exhale, squeeze back to center. Breathe in, open wide. Exhale, squeezing back. So warming up through the front of the legs, warming up through the core muscles, because it's basically a plank without the horrible arm part. Okay, let's do one more. Breathing in. And exhale back to center. Plant the hands. Walk the hands out just a little. Turn the shoulders out. Curl your toes under. Breathe in, lift the knees. Grip the mat with your fingertips and shift your weight back into down dog. This time your feet are hip width apart. Turn the heels out just a little so you feel the stretch translating into the outsides of your legs as well. And lower the heels down one at a time. So taking our dog for a walk here. Channeling your favorite dog, why not? Okay, keep breathing. Listen to the sound of your breath. And then bring your feet to stillness, maybe keeping your knees bent a little or a lot depending on how your body, your hamstrings are feeling. And breathe and shift your gaze over to the front of the mat as you walk your feet up, coming into a forward fold. So bring your feet hip width apart. Once again, make sure the toes are pointing forwards. Relax your nose down to your knees. Relax the crown of the head down to the floor. Take a moment to shake your head. Yes, affirmative, and no. And then really press down into the outsides of your feet. Press down into the insides of your feet. Press down into your heels and the ball joints of your feet. So feel the strength in the legs as you roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time. So again, slowly, slowly, take your time. And then take a deep breath in to lift your heart up. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders down the back. Now bring the hands into a prayer. Interlace your hands and send the palms of the hands forwards. Take a deep breath in, pull the pinkies back. And now lengthen by grounding down, pressing into your feet and lifting the palms of the hands up, maybe lifting the gaze. And exhale, shift over to the right. Really press into your left foot. Breathe and pull back to center. Exhale, stretching to the left. Really press down into your right foot. Breathe into center. Exhale, circle the arms all the way down. Interlace the hands behind your lower back. Lift your heart, but press the knuckles down. Take a deep breath in. Now soften the knees. Take the heart forwards as you come all the way down into a forward fold. So the crown of the head relaxes down. The knuckles are pressing up to the sky. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, release, coming into your forward fold. Now breathe in, bring your hands underneath your knees. So coming into a flat back extend, and we're just going to take a couple of breaths here. So gently sliding the shoulders away from your ears. Your neck is long, reach the crown of the head forward. Keep the lower belly lifting in and up. So make sure you aren't looking out through the knees, so a little bend in the knees. And then think about me bringing my hand in between the shoulders and you just lifting the shoulders up. So lots of space in the chest. And then exhale, take it all the way back down into your forward fold. Plant the hands. We're going to step into a plank, a real plank, with arms. You can always lower your knees down. Once again, spread the fingers really wide. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Press down through the hands, press down through the feet. Maybe lower the knees down. Keep your neck really long. Now feel the front body lifting inwards and upwards to meet the back body, creating a bit more heat or a lot more heat. Maybe starting to shake. If that's happening, well done, you're doing great. And slowly lower your knees back down. Okay, keep your toes curled under and send your hips down towards your heels. Take a moment in child's pose. Feel the stretch in the lower back. Lower the forehead down. Return to your intention. What do you want to take care of? That can be a good thing or a bad thing if I say it like that. Okay, how do you want to take care of yourself? Okay, breathe in, shift your weight forwards, coming back onto hands and knees. So organize yourself. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then extend your right leg out long. Curl the right toes under. We're going to swing the left foot over the left side of the mat and come onto the inside of our right foot. So we've got the hand, the knee and the foot all in one line. Now bring the right hand to your lower belly. We're going to lengthen the tailbone down. So feel the lower belly immediately starting to pull in. And now reach the crown of the head away from you, so lots of length here, and then from here, keep reaching the elbow up, send the fingertips all the way up. If it's uncomfortable on your wrist, first of all, try really pressing down, and you can always adjust by coming onto your fist. Okay, now you can stay here, or we're going to grow really light on the left fingertips and pull ourselves all the way up. So feel the strength in the right waistline. Keep pulling yourself up. Right hand to the right leg, left arm all the way up. Feel the length in the left side body. And then slowly take it up and over. Okay, turn your nose up to your arm. Feel the expansion in the side. And now really slowly take it all the way back down onto all fours. I'm just going to turn so that you won't be looking at my back. Okay, same thing on the other side. Extend the left leg out long, curl the toes under. Swing the right foot over the long side of the mat just to give ourselves some more stability. Come onto the inside of the left foot, right hand underneath the right shoulder. Now once again really firm the fingertips into the floor. Left hand to the lower belly. Lengthen your tailbone down. Feel the lower belly pulling in. Now if there's discomfort in the right hip, you might be hanging out into the hip a little. So really press out of the mat, maybe coming onto your fist to give yourself some more stability. Maybe left hand to left hip and just lifting it up even more. And then send the left fingertips all the way up. Lots of space. Now you can stay here or pull yourself up. Feel the strength in the side body. Left hand to left leg. Right arm all the way up. Take a deep breath in. And all the way over as you maybe slide your left hand down towards the left ankle. I've got some nice slippery leggings on today. Okay, slowly return onto hands and knees. Take your time. So yoga is really about the transitions. And then once again, we're going to sit up tall. So walk your hands up to your knees. Take a deep breath in. Send the arms all the way up. Exhale. Lean back. Turn your pinkies in. Feel the strength in the core. Breathe in. Bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, lean back. Breathe in, lift. And exhale, lower. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in. And as you exhale, feel the lower belly lifting inwards and upwards. This is our final one. Now we're going to stay down here. So keep the tailbone lengthening down. Keep your heart lifting up, corners of the mouth lifting up. Now bring your hands into a prayer. Lift your heart to your thumbs. Baby pulses. Up, up. 5, 4, 3. I hope you feel your legs. And 1. Plant the hands. We're going to come back into our real plank pose. Curl the toes under. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, shift your weight back into downward facing dog. Now breathe in really slowly as if you're stroking the air with your toes. Bring the right leg all the way up. Keep your hips aligned. Lifting up from the right inner thigh. Ears in line with your upper arms, lifting a little higher, little higher, little higher. And step the right foot to your right thumb. Making sure it arrives. So maybe that's a very graceful move. Maybe you have to take a moment to take a hold of your ankle and just bring it forwards. Come onto the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Send your gaze forwards and smile. And as you exhale, lower the left knee down. Come onto the top of your left foot. And now really press down into your left big toe. So feel the length from the left big toe all the way to the crown of the head. Now press down into the right foot, press down into the left foot and lift your arms all the way up. Coming into a crescent lunge. So if you're really bendy, you might want to let your hips come all the way forwards. But see if you can pull yourself up just a little. So pull the right hip back, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull your elbows down, so coming through cactus arms, and then bring the fingertips down. Big circle, feel the opening through the shoulders. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. 2 more. So exhale, pull your elbows down, feel the opening through the chest, the shoulders. Breathe in, send the arms up. 1 more, exhale. Breathe in, lift. Now exhale, frame the right foot, curl the left toes under, press into your left hand. Now pull your right elbow up as you lift the left knee up, coming into a really big twist. Send the right fingertips all the way up. So really scissor the hips in towards each other, press down into the floor. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand on the inside of your right foot. And we're going to walk to the long side of the mat. So again, I'm just going to turn around so you're not looking at my bottom. So turn your big toes in just a little. Turn your heels out just a little. And then once again, press into the outsides of your feet. Press into the insides of your feet. Press into the heels and into the ball joints of the feet. Lengthen out through the spine. Now, if this is impossible, you can bend your legs a little or a lot, or maybe bring out your favorite books or your longest books and bring them underneath your hands. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, fold from the hips, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, relaxing the crown of the head down towards the floor. Make sure that you aren't hanging out into your heels. So a gentle inversion, bringing the head below the heart, but if you start to get a bit dizzy, you can always keep your spine long. And now really strengthen the legs. So keep pressing into all 4 corners of the feet to ignite or strengthen the insides of your legs. Igniting the insides of your legs doesn't sound particularly good. Okay, breathe and lift up halfway. Turn your heels in, turn your toes out, and now send your hips down. So it's kind of like a squat. And we're just going to take a moment to shift the hips side to side. Come to center. Once again, feel the strength, feel the connection between the feet and the mat. And then take a deep breath in and circle your arms up, but stay really grounded and low in the legs. Lengthen your tailbone down, slide the lower ribs down. And then as you exhale, circle the arms back down and bring the backs of your hands to the insides of your legs. Now press your legs into your hands, press your hands into your legs. And that should really help with the opening of the chest. Imagine a little weight hanging on the tailbone, lengthening it down without tucking the pelvis. And now once again, you should feel a bit of heat, maybe a bit of a shake. And lift yourself out of your goddess pose. Well done. Turn the right toes to the short side of the mat. We're going to turn the left heel away from us. So left toes turn in. Bend the right leg, right knee in line with the right ankle. Extend the arms out side to side. So once again, you should feel lots of strength in the inside of your left leg. Pull the pinkies back and relax the shoulders down. Now just as in that goddess pose, we're going to press the right knee out towards the little toe. So don't let the knee collapse in. Everything is strong, everything is in warrior except your face. So how shiny and happy is your face? Soften your face. Maybe even smile. Okay, and slowly windmill the left arm up and overhead, lifting the left heel, coming back into your low lunge, and breathe in, step into your plank pose. Now you can lower your knees down or move from the toes as you hug the elbows straight back and take it all the way down to the floor. Now really crawl, reach the toes out, lots of space in the hips, and then ground down through the tops of your feet, rolling to the outsides of the feet just a little, creating space in the lower back. Hug the elbows in, and now move with the breath. Breathe in to lift up, and exhale to lower down. 2 more. Breathe in, lift up, baby cobra. And exhale, lower down. Opening through the front body, strengthening through the back body. 1 more, move with your breath. Inhaling to lift. And exhaling to lower. Curl the toes under, send your heels back. Now from your toes or your knees, press down to lift up, plank pose. Breathe in. And as you exhale, shift it back, downward facing dog. Bring the heels out just a little. Feel the shoulders rotating out. Feel the inner thighs rotating in and back. And now slowly take a deep breath in as if you're breathing that left leg all the way up into 3-legged dog. Keep your hips aligned, lifting up a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. And shift your weight forward, press down to create space. Step the left foot up to your left thumb, making sure it arrives. And it doesn't have to be a graceful move. Breathe in, send your gaze forwards, heart forwards, and exhale, lower the right knee down. Come onto the top of the right foot, really ground down into the right big toe, and start by finding the length through the spine. So coming out of your snail house. I want to say slug house, but that's not what they're called. Okay, press down, breathe in, crescent lunge, lift the arms up, making sure you aren't hanging out into the hips, but keep pressing down. Exhale, pull the elbows down, moving through our cactus arms. Bring the fingertips down, breathe in, sweep the arms up. 2 more. Exhale, take it down. Breathe in, sweep it up. 1 more. Exhale, take it down. Breathe in, lift it up. And exhale, take it down. Frame the left foot. Curl the right toes under. Lean into your right hand. And breathe in, pull the left elbow up. Send the left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Really press out of the mat. And as you exhale, bring the left hand down on the inside of your left foot. Stay close to the ground as you crawl into your wide-legged forward fold. So find your solid foundation. Bring the heels out a little, toes in a little, spread the toes super wide, yogi toes. And then breathe in, lift up halfway, maybe using your props, your books. And as you exhale, slowly pivot, tilting from the hips and releasing the crown of the head down towards the floor. So relax to the back of the neck. Center your weight on your feet and then really feel the strength. So the feet are strong, the inner thighs are strong, and then feeling that lift up through the pelvis. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Turn your toes out, turn your heels in. Bending your legs, sending your weight back. And just take a moment to shift side to side, getting comfortable in this weird pose. And then press into your feet. Keep the legs bent. Breathe in, circle the arms up. And exhale, circle the arms down. Bringing the backs of the hands to the insides of the legs. Press the backs of the hands into the legs, press the legs into the hands, feel the opening through the chest, feel the collarbones spreading out side to side. Press into all four corners of the feet. You can always extend the legs out a little more or a lot more. You can always drop down a little deeper. I think, or I believe, self-care is also making sure that you're strong, but in a good way. So, no pain. Lift yourself all the way up. Extend your arms all the way out. Take a deep breath in. And then turn the right heel out. Turn the left toes to the short side of the mat as we come into Warrior Two. Okay, take a moment to find your footing. So the tendency in Warrior Two is usually to hang forwards. But see if you can find the alignment with the head in line with the heart and with the heart in line with the pelvis. Both feet are strong, pressing down. Don't let the left knee drop in. And then relax the shoulders down as you lift the tips of the ears. Gaze over your left fingertips and smile. Okay, so we're going to use this foundation in Warrior Two a little later. Bring the right arm up and overhead as you windmill back into your low lunge. Take a deep breath in. Shift into your plank pose. From your toes or your knees, hover all the way down. And then we're going to return into a flow, but instead of a baby cobra, you can also take a king cobra. So make sure the feet are a little wider than hip width. Roll out to the outsides of your feet. And then maybe bring the hands out in front, so towards the front corners of the mat. And then breathe and wave up. Keep lengthening your tailbone down. Maybe sticking with the baby cobra or extending the arms all the way out. And exhale, wave down. Two more, don't overdo it. Breathe in, wave up. Exhale, wave down. And one more, breathe in, lift. And exhale, lower. Okay, bring your hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under, press the heels back, hug the elbows in, press yourself up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in, gaze over to the front of the mat. And exhale, walk or step your feet up, come into a forward fold. Feet hip width apart. Breathe in, lift up halfway. So maybe fingertips down, maybe hands underneath the knees. But make sure that your neck is in line with your spine. And exhale, fold it all the way down. Now this time, press down into your feet and breathe up, breathe in, circle the arms up. Bring the palms together up and overhead. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Now take a deep breath in, send the arms forwards, bring your hips back. So coming into an intense pose. So keep the tailbone lengthening down, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands onto your upper thighs so you can really feel the strength in the upper legs. Now breathe in, lift your heart, slide the shoulders down. Exhale, curl your tailbone under, bring your chin in, think cat stretch. Think about your favorite cat. Breathe in, send your heart forward, shoulders down. Maybe this time lifting the tailbone just a little. Exhale, pull the belly button down to the spine. Okay, let's do that once again. Breathe in, lift, think cow stretch. Exhale, round into the spine, feel the core muscles working, think cat stretch. And then breathe in, lengthen out through the spine, extend your arms in line with your waist. And exhale, forward fold. Well done. Breathe in, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down. Breathe in, step into a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to build on what we've already done, picking up the pace just a little, creating a bit of a sweat. But don't worry, you can always take a child's pose, or the invitation is to do something that resembles it a little. Breathe in, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to the right thumb. Breathe in, pull the right elbow up, send the right fingertips up to the sky, coming into that big twist pose. Exhale, bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot and walk into a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in, lift up halfway, think flat back. Exhale, fold from the hips, maybe noticing that you have a bit more space, or not. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Turn the heels in, turn the toes out, bend the legs, send your hips back. Now really strengthen the legs, breathe in, circle the arms up, goddess pose. And then as you exhale, we're going to take the elbows down, cactus arms, and exhale out. Full goddess pose. Breathe in, send the arms up, maybe lengthening the legs a little, taking some pressure out of the legs. Exhale, exhale out. And then if you dare, let's take a lion's breath. Nobody can see you anyway. Take a deep breath in, extend the arms out. Exhale, tongue out, gaze up and say, nice. Okay, breathe in, extend your legs, extend your arms all the way up. Turn the right toes forwards, turn the left heel out, back into warrior two. Take a moment to find your foundation. So we want to make sure that we're really strong here and we aren't hanging out into our joints. So really find that lift. And now bring the right arm to the right leg. Breathe in. You're going to pull the left elbow up. Send the left fingertips all the way up to the sky. Now keep pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Keep pressing the right knee out. And now we're going to bring the left fingertips down to the floor. Well, towards the floor. Take a deep breath in. And now exhale, bring the left hand into a fist. Draw the left hand into the lower belly. Feel the lower belly pulling in. Breathe in, lower the left hand down towards the floor. Exhale, pull the left hand in. Feel the strength in the core. Once again, so it's kind of like a lawnmower move. Breathing in. Exhale, pull it in, feel the strength in the lower belly, and now once again send the left fingertips up. We're going to pull ourselves up. I'm going to take you out of that right leg, extend the right leg. Turn the palm of the right hand up, reach the right arm up, pivot the left hand down as you come into a reverse triangle. And now this is a huge move. We're going to take it all the way back down into our low lunge. Well done. So step into a plank. And now this is really yogi's choice. So maybe straight into a child's pose, maybe moving through your flow, maybe halfway down or all the way down. Breathing into your heart opener, a cobra or maybe an up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog or child's pose. Now take 3 super deep breaths in your resting pose. And if down dog does not feel like a resting pose, maybe take a child's pose. Breathing deeply, calming the breath, preparing for the other side. You're doing so good, even if you're watching this from the couch. If you're in child's pose, make your way into down dog. And now let's really move with the breath. Breathe in, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot up to the left thumb. Breathe in, pull the left elbow up, coming into that twist. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot as you walk to your wide-legged forward fold. Breathe in, the chest lifts, coming into that flat back. Exhale, pivot down from the hips, wide-legged forward fold. Release the crown of the head down. Don't hang out into your heels. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Turn the heels in, toes out, send your hips back. Breathe in, circle the arms up, goddess pose. Exhale, full goddess pose, pull the elbows down. Breathe in, extend the arms up. You can take yourself out of the legs for a little less heat. And exhale, goddess pose. And one more, maybe a full lion's breath. Breathing in. Stick your tongue out and say. Breathe in, extend the legs, extend the arms. Turn the right heel out, left toes to the short side of the mat. Warrior two. So settle in. Using all the cues, all the alignment you've already gotten. Feel the strength in your legs. And then without losing that strength, left hand to the left upper thigh. Pull the right elbow up, send the right fingertips up to the sky. Lengthen your tailbone down. And now slowly windmill the right arm down. Here we go again with that lawnmower move. It's not the original Sanskrit term. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your right hand into a fist. Pull it into the lower belly. Breathe in, fingertips down. Keep the strength in that back foot. Exhale, hand into a fist. Pull it into the lower belly. One more, take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Okay, now keep it growing. Pull the elbow up. Send the fingertips all the way up. Power up through both legs. Ground down to lift yourself up. Press into the left foot to extend the left leg. And bring the left arm up, the right hand down as you come into your reversed triangle. Now big move. Exhale. Take it all the way down into your low lunge. Now take it or leave it. If you want to, move through your flow or take a breather in child's pose. Moving with the breath. Really feeling what feels good to you. So adjusting up or down. And then let's meet in that wide-legged down dog. So bring your feet about about mat width apart, as wide as the mat. So let the heels become heavy. Feel the length from the crown of the head all the way up towards the tailbone. And then from the hips all the way down towards the heels. Noticing if we've created some more space. And then bring the knees down as wide as the mat. Connect the big toes. Send your hips down and bring your forehead down. Now you can stay here or fold the hands one at a time over the neck. Or maybe bring the hands next to the feet, depending on what feels good. Breathe into the lower back. Reconnect to that audible Ujjayi breathing. Hopefully we've created a lot of heat, but in a mindful way that feels good and strong and solid. working through any tension of the day. I find that with all the sitting we do, my body really craves some heat. So I hope you feel we've gotten the blood flowing, the energy flowing, so that we're not just tired in our heads, but tired in a good way. Okay, lift your nose, lift your gaze, and then shift back onto hands and knees. So we're going to bring the right knee up to the right wrist and take the right lower leg across. So right foot towards the left side of the mat as you slide the left leg back, coming into a pigeon pose. Now, if this isn't comfortable on your knee, you can slide a pillow or a blanket or a cat, underneath the right hip. Or you can bring the right hip down and bend the left leg. So please be very mindful of your knees. Bet you don't hear that every day. Be mindful of your knees. Okay, stay active through your right foot. Maybe rolling the left hip towards the right heel a little more. And then you can stay here or come onto the lower arms. So feeling it out. If you've got a little pillow, you can bring it underneath your head or maybe a block. You can stay on the lower arms. Or maybe stack the hands and bring the forehead on top of the hands. Now breathe into the hip. So sometimes in stretches or wherever we tend to be super ambitious. But instead of being really ambitious, I just want you to be kind. So if it feels like it's too much, just adjust. Keep the root of the pose in the left big toe, as we've done before, so that we can keep a lot of length going through the spine. So we tend to store a lot of tension in the hips. Let's take 5 really deep, mindful breaths, sending those breaths down into the hip, washing some of that tension away. And if you're all the way down, make your way back up, come onto your hands. And drop the right hip down as you swing the left leg around. Right foot to the inside of your left leg. And then extend your arms out side to side. Sit up tall. As we pivot, turning the left arm in line with the left leg. And now bringing the left hand down onto the left leg. You can always bend that leg a little or a lot. And bring the right arm up and overhead into a big stretch. Now pull the right thumb back a little more. And then as you exhale, tent the fingers and bring the right fingertips down to the floor. Feel the stretch translating into the upper back. Breathe in, pull the right thumb back. And exhale, take it down. One more, take a deep breath in, lift it up, turn the heart to the sky. And exhale, take it down. Now take a hold of your leg and melt your nose down to your knee. Maybe bending the leg. Actually, I would suggest bending the leg a little today, giving lots of space to the lower back. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and breathe. And then breathe in, bring the gaze forwards. Exhale as you roll yourself up. Now we're going to do the pigeon pose on the other side. So cross the left leg over, swing the right leg around, and just take a moment to settle in here. Now, one side can be very different from the other. So once again, please take a moment to feel it out and adjust if needed. So staying really active through the left foot, just making sure we take the pressure out of the left knee. And then maybe staying up on the hands or coming down to the lower arms. Maybe dropping the left hip down and bending the right leg. And then press down into the right big toe, feeling the length through the spine. And let the hips become heavy, melting the right hip to the left heel. And reconnect to your breath. So yoga time is always breath time. So if the breath is gone, maybe you need to check in with the pose or check in with the breath. 5 really deep breaths here. Breathe into your left hip. Okay, slowly make your way out of the pose, dropping the left hip down, swinging the right leg around, and then bring the left foot to the inside of your right leg. Extend your arms out side to side. Lift your heart, lift the corners of your mouth, and twist. Right arm in line with the right leg, and then bring the right hand to the leg, left arm up and overhand into that big side body stretch. Now pull the left thumb back so there's an opening, an expansion. And then as you exhale, bring the left fingertips down, bring your chin in, feel the stretch in the upper back. Breathe in, pull the left thumb back, open up. And exhale. Bring the fingertips down. And once more, take a deep breath in. And exhale, take it down. Take a hold of your leg. Or if it feels really good, you can keep the leg extended. But if you're noticing that you're throwing all the weight forwards and you need a bit more space, just bend the leg a little. And relax your nose down to your knee. Towards your knee. Maybe one day, 100 years from now, we can give our knee a little kiss. Okay, feel the heart rise as you breathe in. And feel the heart, the nose melt down as you breathe out. Relax your jaw. Relax those spots behind your ears. And then breathe in, look up. And as you exhale, roll yourself all the way up. Now come to lie on your back. So we're going to take it all the way down. Hug the knees into the chest, giving yourself a really big hug here, shifting from side to side. And then we're going to take our final moments in our relaxation pose. So if you want to get super comfy and cozy and cover yourself up with a blanket, if you have a fancy eye pillow, maybe use it. If you don't have anything at all, that's fine. You can be just as comfy and cozy. So extend your legs out long, let your toes roll out. Bring the arms down next to the body, the palms of the hands facing up. Walk the shoulders underneath your chest. Make sure the neck is long. And then start to soften, closing the eyes. If there's any discomfort in your lower back, you can bring your feet as wide as the mat and drop the knees in. And here we practice with letting go of any doing. Let go of any active breath. And start to soften. And just know that sometimes this is the hardest pose of them all. So it's a practice. Soften the skin of your face. And gently part the lips. Feel the weight of your head pressing into the floor. Soften the throat. Feel the weight of the shoulders, the arms. Soften the palms of your hands. And soften your thumbs. Notice how the back body is being pulled down. Feel the weight of your pelvis. Softening all the muscle tissue in and around the pelvic bowl. Feel the weight of your legs. Feel the heels pressing down. Soften your feet. Soften your toes. And just take a moment to be here. And then move your fingers. And very slowly bring the palms of the hands together. And just rub them together for a moment, creating some heat in between the hands. Hopefully. And bring the hands over the eyes. And with your fingers, just massage the forehead. And then slide your hands down to your heart. Bringing one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. And before we sit back up and come out of the practice, notice how you feel. So, for me, self-care is always also connecting to the strength, just so you feel more empowered to make really good decisions. Strength without overdoing it. Okay, slowly hug your knees in, give yourself another really big hug. Feel the lower back getting really heavy. And then extend the right arm out and roll yourself onto your right side. So coming onto our most relaxed side. Now really slowly, keeping the eyes closed, bring the left hand down in front and press yourself up. So returning to that cross-legged seat. Sit up really tall. And bring the palms of the hands together. Bow your nose down to your heart, down to your fingers. Return to your intention. How do you want to take great care of yourself this week? It can be super small or super big, but just something that you can return to. And then lift the corners of the mouth. You've done so good. As we bring the thumbs up to that point in between the eyebrows. And take a really deep bow down. Bowing down and honoring the highest and best version of ourselves. And choosing to see that within each other too. Taking super good care of ourselves so that we have something left to take care of others. Okay, thank you so much for your time. I would love to hear all of your feedback. If you're super comfy, maybe wrap yourself back up and lie back down. I hope you have a really nice evening and I hope to see you on the next live stream. In the next live stream class, and that's on Wednesday evening from 8 to 9. So I hope to see you then.